I want to get antimatter stuff up and running. I want to do some critical photon research, or research in that vein. What else? Strange matter is probably not super useful. Infinite resources. Yeah, using endless mines or endless veins. It's definitely something that I considered. It's not something that I'm overly bothered about, though, to be honest. I mean, we've had a couple of veins run dry-ish, but never to the point where it's completely destroyed some element of the factory. I mean, everything can be sort of booted up if you plonk down an interplanetary logistics system and ship in some iron from off-world. You know, the only real consideration is power and how the power systems all work. If the veins are in the way, though, right? You just bury them, I suppose, don't you? You just ditch them. Yeah, it takes a fair while to run out of most things. There we go. All right, we're back. Let's go and juice up hard. Let's juice real hard, real quick. Will I have enough energy to get to the juice zone? Certainly hope so. All right, now power on the main planet is good. Power on the main planet is very good. Okay, look at that juice. Too much juice. Too much juice. You love to see it. Okay. Speaking of organic crystals, looks like I haven't reconnected the organic crystal belt over here. That's fine. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of burying. I like the option to bury veins. I don't want to do it just in case I lose it and then, you know, then don't know where to find it. In fact, I think it still shows up on the overlay, doesn't it? But at the same time, I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'll bury them if they're in the way, but then if I don't need them, then they'll just stay under there forever. Which I suppose is exactly how it should be. Alright. Let's do a quick old reconnection here. Let's do that. Like so. This doesn't need to look pretty, it just needs to be functional. I tell you what, that's an advantage that you have with speedrunning. You don't need to make it look good. That's a real pro in my books. There we go. Okay, organic crystals, the finest organic crystals in the world. Lovely. Love to see it. Okay. Let's take a little gander over here for a sec. And then I need to remember I'm probably going to need logistics vessels. And logistics vessels and processors specifically continue to be the problem. The problem. We should now be making microcrystalline components more consistently. But of course now, of course, the circuit boards are the problem. Give me some processors from the belt here. Which is a really, really terrible way to play the game. But frankly, a little bit of stealing from the belt never hurt anyone. Apart from all of the processes downstream. There we go. Okay, 10. We'll stick with just one drone ship for now. We probably won't need more for a while. How many furnaces do I have? Plenty of furnaces. Let's cap production. Cap production. Don't need to be wasting processors on that. When we only need a highly limited number of furnaces. Right. I need to head back to... Where is it? It's here for the... It's here for the magnets. But I'm looking for an interstellar station that I can order the magnets to. Interstellar logistics, sure, we can order the magnets here. Fine. Remote supply... No, remote demand, local supply. Yes, this is actually perfect. This is actually perfect. And throw the extra drone ship in there just to ensure that it's a little bit quicker. And so we still have plenty of logistics drones that can do all of the intra-planetary movements. And we should be able to order a huge amount of additional magnets to help us make these super magnetic turbines just a heck of a lot quicker. All right, that's looking real good. That's looking real good. Have we managed to automatically construct any orbital collectors yet? No. The answer to that question is no. We have maxed out our interstellar logistics system, though, so that's kind of nice. It's all looking pretty good, pretty swell, if indeed I do say so myself. Particle canisters are somewhat limited, but that's not a problem. All right, this is all fine. This is all fine. This is all fine. Nothing to complain about. Nothing to complain about. Takes a long time to build the sphere after you've researched the tech. Tech is, in many senses of the term, at least from my experience, been the easy bit, if that makes sense. It's been the easy bit. I would like to say we need to get. I just wonder. This is obviously like terrible practice because we're building in a highly confined area, highly confined area. But then again, this is me. This is me. Okay, let's order some. Let's order some of these. 100 demand. There we go. Not very many. I just really want to automate this. Okay. There we go. So there we go. Yeah. How many rockets and solar cells you have on the planet? That's true. That's true. It's not just a case of one size fits all. Alrighty. So that's level 2 belt, which I think that I probably just want to stockpile right now as is. It would be great to at least have that automated. There we go. The fact that that collides is a bit of a joke, but okay, fine. Nope, that definitely doesn't work. This iron belt is also probably surplus to requirements at this point, but we'll keep it there just so that it gets rid of the backlog from the belts. There we go. There we go. All right, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Yeah, I saw that there's a couple of mods. However, I believe that at the moment they're pretty unstable. And I don't know if they work. I don't know if they work necessarily with save files of the game, or already in place save files of the game, which makes me somewhat nervous. Somewhat nervous. Okay. This is looking a little bit more consistent, but man, we just need more. We just need more stuff, don't we? More rings, which we're absolutely working on right now. Yeah, more freaking rings. We are doing it. We are doing it. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. I think, to be honest, automating drones. Yeah, automating drones as a next port of action would be great. The thruster components, that requires copper. Fine. Fine. We can very easily get this sorted. Weirdly, we used to have an inordinate number of circuits that were produced locally and then moved to this interplanetary logistics station. And yet, now, that is no longer the case. Because copper is the issue. That's so very, very strange. So very, very strange that copper, after all this time, is the issue. I feel like you don't need copper for many things. You don't need copper for many things in this game at all, but the things that you do need it for are pretty crucial. Pretty darn crucial indeed. What am I looking for? I am looking for... I'm looking for a way to increase copper production, for sure. Pretty easy to do, actually, given the circumstances. We've got copper coming in. Coming into that intraplanetary system here. Yeah. Just the motors. Yeah, I think, well, motors and circuit boards, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it? Yeah, motors and circuit boards. Motors and circuit boards are the main things. Motors and circuit boards are the main things. But it's not, you know, it's not a primary component. I think it's a... Yeah, it's a secondary component in circuit boards. It's a secondary component... Yeah, it's a secondary component in the magnetic coils as well. And then I think it's also a secondary component in the... In fact, no, it's not even a component in the electric motors. Yeah, so it's one of these weird things where you don't require a super large amount of copper, and yet when it's not piled up, then you know you're gonna have problems. Right. I feel like I'm just wandering around innately. I need to sort out circuit boards. I need to sort out this area a little bit more, but to be honest, for now, I'm pretty darn happy with it. That's not too shabby at all. Let's sort out copper. Copper would be a great thing to sort out temporarily. Let's jump out into the overview here. Alrighty, and then let's see if we can find another copper source that would just serve as a nice outpost. Nice little copper source over here. 250,000 units. Not crazy. Not crazy. Copper source actually over here, which is maybe a little bit nicer. Man, look at how much junk is down on this planet. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. Right, let's head to this copper vein over here. Almost certainly won't be enough, but that's fine. We can always go off planet if indeed we need to. Is it in fact? It's in fact magnets that I seem to require. Of course it's magnets. It's always magnets. Always freaking magnets. Right, yoink a couple of magnets, and let's get some mines. There we go. Okay. The spaghetti planet. The most spaghetti of spaghetti planets. I'm proud of it as well. Alrighty. I'm not trying to dispute that copper is a useless resource. I'm just trying to say it's funny because iron, raw iron especially, is used for magnets, and you need so many magnets, which in contrast to copper has a fairly limited use case. Does that make sense? Let's start using belt 2 as our standard, by the way. Okay. Let's do that over there. Sure. Oh, I hate that connection. That is a jank connection if ever I saw one. Right. Also, we should probably build, yeah, we should probably build along the planet this way. Otherwise, we're going to have weird issues with the curvature of the worlds, which I don't like, but that's okay. Also, power might become a bit of a problem again, but we don't need to worry about that. Okay, take this down here instead. So we can loop it around this way. Nice. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. That might not be enough raw copper, but it will at least suffice for now. One thinks. Let's get level 3 inserters, because level 3 inserters... No. It's a very unnecessary inserter. Okay. Alright. Nope. We've got assemblers producing belts, assemblers producing pretty much every type of building. Just not the higher level inserters or the level 3 belts, which are the only real things that I need to get as a priority. But interplanetary logistics, orbital collectors, all of that stuff is all automated. It's now just a case of just getting more and more and more resources. That's really what we're after. That's really what we're after. Also, I think this is maybe slight overkill, but it's fine. It's fine. There we go. Okay, lack of item. We'll deal with that in just a moment. Do we want to hook this back up to Interstellar Logistics System? Could stick it up to the Interstellar Logistics System. Alternatively, could stick it in here. Local demand, remote supply. We'll throw it back into a brand new one. We'll throw it back into a brand new planetary logistics system. Sure. What the heck, eh? What the heck? Okay. Right, copper supply. Crank that down. All right. Nice. So that should make a big old difference. That should make a big old difference here. All right. I suspect that maybe we will also have drone delivery issues, just with regards to not having enough drones. Hence why it would be excellent if I could increase my processor numbers in order to get the drones up and running. We just need more sound producer production. I think that would be the answer to a lot of our problems, I suspect. If we were able to fix that up, then that would be wonderful. All right. Let's head back. Let's leave that there for now. It's fine. It's fine. I think Factorio pips it for me in terms of this game versus Factorio. This game is much better looking, obviously, than Factorio, but like, I don't know. Factorio was my, I don't know. It's just such a great game. I freaking love Factorio. It's so good. Also, copper. Let's see if we can try and plumb in another copper line over here. Yeah, I think in time this game is definitely gonna be competition for Factorio. Definitely gonna be competition for Factorio. Okay, so this is all looking very, very nice. This is all looking very, very nice now. We got a lot of copper coming in here. We got a lot of... Look at this. Okay, this is wonderful. This is exactly what we wanted to see happen. Loads of magnets coming in. Loads of copper coming in. And we probably have almost maxed out the... Yep, maxed out the level 2 belts produced over there. And this is all looking good. This is looking much, much better now in terms of quantity of magnets coming through. Yes, this is exactly what we wanted to see. Yeah, this game has a great foundation. It's come out a lot stronger, I think, than Factorio. I mean, Factorio was in early access for how long? Factorio was in early access for years. And, you know, it was a good early access period, but it was... But this is early access right now, and it feels like a already finished game. So there we go. Right, so this is all looking wonderful. This is all looking great here. This is actually a really, really great improvement. Okay, so that copper and just consistent copper delivery, consistent magnet delivery has made a big difference. Big difference there. Okay, so that's going to translate to more electromagnetic turbines. Also, supermagnetic rings. We got a lot of supermagnetic rings now. So does that mean that we're seeing the orbital collectors get built? I do need to check up on this. So reinforced thrusters and also accumulators. We're still waiting for a couple of those to filter through. Am I not making reinforced thrusters? I should be making reinforced thrusters. I am indeed. What's the issue with reinforced thrusters? The issue is entirely drone related. Okay, I mean that's a really, really great impetus to get drones up and running. We don't have thrusters. We don't have thrusters yet, but we can easily do thrusters. Let's do thrusters over here. What the heck, eh? Okay, planetary. That's fine. All right. Yeah, quality of life stuff would be really great. I just can't wait until we get either smelter upgrades or smelter stackability, right? It's such a tease. It's such a tease that you're able to stack matrix labs. It's such a tease that you're able to stack matrix labs and you're not able to stack smelteries. It's so infuriating, right? You know the technology's there. It's capable. It's workable. And yet it's just so close yet so far. Okay, I am looking to get basic thrusters here. Basic thrusters would be wonderful. Probably not going to need that much production of basic thrusters, but that's fine. And basic thrusters are also pretty darn easy to build. Okay, 1, 2. There we go. I need to... I can just use tier 1 inserters for now, it's fine. Yeah, I think this game's got a bright future ahead of it. I'm immensely positive about the prospects, to be honest. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I mean, it's already good. That's the thing. Like, it's already playable, and it's ridiculously stable as well. That's the crazy thing. I haven't tested any mods with it yet, but like, it's really stable. I don't think that I've played. I don't think it's crashed on me once, which is frankly ridiculous. It runs super smoothly, which is again kind of ridiculous given the sheer complexity of what's happening on screen at any given moment. It's just a well-managed game. What do I need? Iron. Fine. There we go. Yeah, frame rate runs... the whole thing runs very, very smoothly. Very few issues here, to be honest, to complain of. There we go. Alright, let's juice up. Let's juice hard. There we go. We are a go. So, let's request steel. Demand steel, and then we demand copper as well. Might get a copper delivery, but we may need to get our own bespoke drones here, but that's not the end of the world. Okay. That's all good. And so that's going to be copper. Yeah, more drones for sure required. Again, processors. It all comes back to freaking processors, doesn't it? It's all processors. It's all processors. At least Getting the logistics drone will be easy. In fact, I could probably just map it out right now. I could probably map it out right now. I could probably map it out right here. Is there anything else that we require thrusters for? In the future, that is? Do we need them for reinforced thrusters? No, we don't need them for reinforced thrusters. I think it might just be... It might just be drones that we require thrusters for? If so, there's literally 0 point. There's literally 0 point throwing it back into our network. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just drones. Yeah, the reinforced thrusters are definitely in a couple of things. Yeah, for sure. But the basic ones are just here. Okay, that's actually super nice because it means that we can just do something like this. Bring this out here. Across there like so. And then let's see if we can try and stick down a couple of bits and bobs. Oh, Grumpage, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Very, very good of you. You now have some access to some of the finest emotes in the freaking game. I mean, I'm biased, but I mean, I think they're pretty damn good, to be honest. I think they're pretty damn good. Oh my goodness, Grumpage coming in with another gifted sub. Thanks, Grumpage. That's very good of you, amigo. That's very good of you, amigo. Same spiel. Again. Great emotes. I love them. We've got the best ones. I know I'm biased, but whatever. Please spam them relentlessly. I do love a little emote spam. And by a little, I mean a tremendous amount. It's very good. Very good of you, Grump. Much appreciated. Okay, that sorts us out for what? Pretty much everything, to be honest. Pretty much everything. We're gonna need to plonk down one of these, another one of these, but we've got loads of interplanetary connected systems or whatever, intraplanetary logistic systems. So let's yoink some iron, demand on iron, and then demand also on processors, even though I know for an absolute fact that that is not going to work until we can sort out our production problems here. Okay. There we go. There we go. I will say, actually, this game does 3D, does the 3D world very well. I prefer this game to Satisfactory. I don't know if that's a controversial statement, but I don't feel like it should be. I think this is a good game and a bit gooder than Satisfactory. Although that being said, I profess I haven't played Satisfactory in a fairly long time. So my opinion is probably out of date already. Alright, logistics drones, supply logistics drones. Cool. It's the camera in Satisfactory, right? Like, that's the issue. That's the primary issue that I have with it. It just makes doing everything so darn difficult. Alright, so that gets us iron. How do we have processors? Where the bleeding heck are we keeping our processors? Right, cap this. Cap this, cap this. Uncap this. There we go. Alright, well, that's looking pretty darn good. Do we have any iron here that I can inject into the system manually? Yep, sure do. There we go. Okay, that's drone production. Who would have thought? I'm gonna leave. Do I need to leave? Do I need to put drones back into the system? I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Oh, this is looking cracking. This is looking cracking. Interstellar processor construction. I think that we're probably getting to that point. We already have microcrystalline components built off-world. Why not just, you know, go the whole darned way and start working on something else, you know? Something, you know, on the whole processor thing off-world. There we go. Look at that. Okay, an incredible amount of drones are being produced here. Who'da thunk it? Who'da thunk that it was such a good value thing to do? to be honest, we could probably just straight up also get the... Probably get the interstellar ones as well. Or the interstellar drones. I just don't know where these processes are coming from. Where the heck are they coming from? How very strange. How very strange. Okay, let's go and juice up. Let's go and juice up whilst the going is good. Also, my sky is going to be crowded by a sea of drones, which is rather prophetic of things to come. This planet needs to get used to being in the dark. Once the Dyson Sphere is built, ain't nobody gonna be able to see outside. Alrighty. Let's juice hard. How are we doing in terms of power? 100% power satisfaction. You can't argue with the facts here. That's looking lovely. That's looking excellent. I don't believe it. I don't believe how good that looks. Okay. Yeah, it's circuit boards that are the primary problem at this moment in time. Microcrystalline components are being shipped in off-world, and we've got plenty, actually. We've got 1,500 here, so that's pretty darn good. Yeah, we need more logistics vessels. We need more logistics vessels. We probably need a little bit more power. Probably. Building the Dyson Sphere outside the orbit of your homeworld. Yeah, that's just a massive, like, universal flex on the fact that I can build anything and everything. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But I feel like I've grown to love. I feel like I've grown to love this little system that I've inhabited for such a long time now. Okay, see this is a problem. This is a problem, a big copper problem. You know, we fix this this copper problem. That's right, we import more copper. It's just that simple. Copper demand. There we go. And I don't have any drones on me, but that's not a problem. Okay. Because we now produce them. That's right. We produce our very own logistics drones. I'll take them all. Thank you very much. I really hope that you're able to rename planets at some point. Like, sincerely, that would be immensely cool. Immensely cool. There we go. Good stuff. This all looking very, very good. I really think naming planets is a game changer. Alright, this whole shebang is working. This whole setup is looking really, really good. We got a little bit of a manual stockpile of supermagnetic rings. We got 1,500 supermagnetic rings in here. In fact, I'm going to cap that at 1,000. Keep it at 2,000, actually. Keep it at 2,000. We're at 1,600 for the levitation engines. And accumulators. Accumulators and reinforced thrusters. Why is that not working? Why is that not working? Oh yeah, it's drones, isn't it? I did indeed check up on this. Let's get 3 drones in there. Now we're able to move the reinforced thrusters. Excellent. Accumulators. Where am I currently making accumulators? I was almost certain that I was making accumulators. In fact, I know that I'm making accumulators because I've got an accumulator charging station. It's not over here. Where is it? Okay, I've lost my... It's here. Okay, thank goodness. I haven't lost it. Okay, what's the issue? What's the issue here? Aha! Crystal silicon. Now, crystal silicon is an easy fix, because we have crystal silicon produced in very, very limited quantities, I would hasten to add. Not a very official setup that we've got to produce crystal silicon, but we should link it up to the delivery network nonetheless. There we go. Okay. is here. It's here. It's here. It's not pretty, but it's here. And to be fair, the smeltery system does seem to produce it pretty darn fast, so let's have a little look. We're already using that. I need to just sort of move all of my silicon production off-world. Like, there is pretty much zero reason that it is still on this planet, but, you know, for now, fine, crystal silicon supply. Let's get a level 2 inserter over there, and let's just continue to output. Tell you what, I will move this manually, and then that will give us a little bit of intel as to whether we're moving resources fast enough. Looks fine. Looks totally fine. Yeah. Let's also take that, and we will put all of this in here, and this should hopefully allow it to be, there we go, moved slightly faster, therefore meaning that we are able to produce accumulators and therefore orbital collectors with great gusto, great haste, and great enthusiasm. Okay, whilst we're on this apparently outrageous automating spree, I think what we want to do is straight up just plonk down a planetary transport hub. Planetary transport hub, let's do planetary transport hub over here, another planetary transport hub. Honestly, the sheer number of planetary transport hubs that one needs in order to complete this game is crazy. I like it, though. I feel like designing around planetary transport hubs is a good strat, though, right? I mean, it's the strat. Right, so link that up. And then we are looking for some belts. And some belts. I think we should be able to get away with just one planetary transport hub. Don't quote me on that, though. Right, so drones, logistics vessels, drones, whatever. Let's get that set up, We're going to need a second one, aren't we? If we're going to need a second one, we might as well use Interstellar. Yeah. Yeah, use Interstellar because that gives us 5 slots. Slot 1, slot 2. Wonderful. I'm fine to just use level 1 inserters. When it's a slow process, I'm not really overly bothered about using fast inserters. Right, so we want thrusters, reinforced thrusters, local demand. There we go. Cap that very heavily because we really don't want to end up consuming more than we need. Local demand as well. Local demand of titanium alloy is completely fine. We should have more than enough. And local demand of processors as well, which again are apparently hiding in my logistics network somewhere. No idea where, but happy days. Alright. That's everything that we need. And then we supply logistics vessels, and that allows us to store 10,000 units, which is remarkable. I guess we'll just build them forever. Seems like a pretty unwise thing to do, but in the context of things, who really cares? Doesn't particularly matter. Right, processors. There we go. This is just going to enable much more interplanetary shenanigans. I'll be real, I like interplanetary shenanigans. They're the best kind of shenanigans, in fact. Oh, good. Look at that. Alright, so this is actually serving a bit of a double purpose. Means that we can order logistics vessels from other planets if we want to. Kinda neat. Will we ever need it? Who knows? But it's a nice option for sure. Alright, that's gonna give us drones. Kraken. Just like that. I say drone. I keep saying drones. I mean logistics vessels. I use those terms interchangeably. But there we go. There we go. I mean, I could move the belt around the back. I could. But fundamentally, I'm not really bothered at the speed at which these drones are constructed. Let's actually cap that, because otherwise it's going to consume all of my resources. I'm not really bothered about the speed at which these logistics vessels are manufactured at. I think it's... I mean, if I was, I would be using level 3 inserters. I think the most important... Oh, graphite. We don't have enough graphite. That's very, very surprising. Graphite. Bit unexpected. Bit unexpected to run out of graphite, but that's okay. Yeah, so as I say, I don't think I really care about the rates, about the rate at which they're constructed. I might. Oh, I tell you why I'm out of graphite is because now we've got too much hydrogen. You can't win. You either have too much hydrogen or too much graphite. It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. Look at the sheer amount of hydrogen that we have here. That's bonkers. That's absolutely bonkers. The reason that that's kind of crazy is because not too long ago, I was desperate for hydrogen and couldn't find enough things to do with the graphite. So I wonder what the happy medium is. I wonder what the happy medium is for hydrogen and graphite. This is looking good, though. The titanium alloys are looking fine. I mean, what do we even do with our hydrogen now? We've got a lot of deuterium. We got a lot of deuterium coming in over here, which is grand. Really, really happy with that. We're making deuterium fuel rods with apparently pretty good speed. But I actually think that maybe using the fractionators is a bit too efficient. You know, it's making deuterium too efficiently. A happy medium is when you tip your psychic. That's true. That's very, very true. That's very, very true. Okay, let's do let me get rid of that. I know that we delete like an inordinate amount of hydrogen there, but humor me just for a second. I want to see if that'll give us... There we go. I want to see if that'll give us much more. There we go. We are zipping through here. Let's continue to accelerate this belt. If indeed we've got enough in our inventory, we should. There we go. Looking very, very nice. So that's going to give us more hydrogen, which is grand. The point of this game, the whole point of this game is to make a big old Dyson sphere. And we are... I mean, we're... Oh, look at that. Look at that. We got one of the... We're building the freaking nodes now. Oh, look at that. The solar sails. The solar sails are automatically being up. What the heck? I have, this is the first time that I've seen this. This is very, very cool indeed. Let's see. Oh my goodness. The solar sails are filling in a bit of the Dyson sphere. Oh my goodness. How remarkable. Wowzers. You love to see it. That is very, very cool indeed. I like that a lot. Obviously, we're still waiting on a lot of resource delivery, but at least we're now making a start on the freaking Dyson sphere. It's a little bit of a squint triangle, but that's okay. Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Very, very happy. Very, very happy with everything that we're seeing here. This is all very, very good stuff. Right, so graphite, I think, has been appropriately fixed, which is great. Hydrogen is still being somewhat overproduced, but we'll worry about that a little bit later on. Just give me more and more graphite, please, video game. More and more graphite would be incredible. And then, yeah, so we got the processors going into the logistics system over here. Let's cap that at, I don't know, cap it at 1,000. Cap it at 1,000. Let's make sure that we try and cap pretty much everything. Obviously, there's no point in capping stuff that is already at max capacity anyway. But yeah, now it's the microcrystalline components that are still causing us problems. There is no way to win. There is no way to win with the microcrystalline components. There's always something. I wonder. More drone ships, perhaps? More drone ships? There we go. More drone ships. I think. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let's juice up. Let's juice up. Let's hop back to Hoth. There we go. That's a sitcom name for you, if ever I heard one. Hop back to Hoth. And then we'll see if we can expand our microcrystalline production, or even maybe just add more drones. I don't think that we need more drones, to be honest, but it could be that. Hoth Hopper. That's me. That's me. Pick up some iron on the way. And we will get our drone ships. I don't know. I feel like everything is looking pretty good. We're making pretty consistent deliveries of rockets to the Dyson Sphere, which is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Quantum chips are still coming in, but they're just coming in a little bit more slowly because, again, processors. Freaking processors. They are 90% of our problem. Oh, look at this. Look at this. 5 orbital collectors? Well, this is now completely redundant, given that I don't need any additional hydrogen. However, it's free. It's free real estate, as they say. Because you get hydrogen for absolutely nothing. I wonder. It's probably worth us putting them down. What resources can you get on gas giants? Spicy ice is also nice. Spicy ice is very nice. We've got fire ice and hydrogen from this gas giant. But, I mean, is there perhaps like another system that we can go to that would give us something else? I think you get hydrogen as a base. I don't think that you always get spicy ice from gas giants. But, again, I'm just not au fait. I'm just not au fait with gas giant lore. Okay. Factorio is shockingly addictive. It's terrible. Did I not? Hold on. Pretty sure. Hold on. Fromelholt. So always hydrogen and then deuterium or fire ice. Oh, cool. Deuterium. I guess deuterium's probably quite rare. Crude oil. Can we get crude oil from a gas giant? Is crude oil a gas? I don't mean to break the lore, but there we go. There's Hoth. I like how you can always see where Hoth is because there's just an inordinate amount of blue dots coming from it. It's very cool. We might have a little look to see if we can try and find some deuterium. I don't necessarily think that we're super worried about deuterium production in general, but it might just be ice. It might just be ice. Might just be nice to get additional deuterium. Getting free deuterium is always nice. Yeah, getting free deuterium is pretty nice. Although in saying that, spicy ice is also pretty nice. I'm really intentionally not rhyming, but I can't help it. When you say things that rhyme with ice, it's easy to go down the path of the bard. That's another sitcom name for you, right there. We might have a little look. Hold on, let me crash land, or let's land, I should say. There we go. All right, hold on. Bottom corner, turn on navigation. Oh yeah. Why did I have that turned off? I thought I had that turned on. Right. Okay, what was I doing here? I was, first and foremost, looking to see what the issue is here. So, this is all looking fine. Silicon is the primary issue. Let me build a couple of fast inserters. Not really convinced that this is going to solve our problem entirely. We do have silicon here. We do have silicon production here. I wonder if maybe it's worth me stand here whilst I'm chatting. I wonder if it's worth me perhaps investing in local high-purity silicon production. Man, silicon is another resource that is just super dicey. Yeah, so we have some silicon veins here. We've actually got plenty of silicon over there. I wonder, is there another silicon mine? There is another silicon vein, anyway. Yeah, I have a big juice station. I have a big juice station to charge on my home world. This is just here for... I don't even know why this charging station is here. I just sort of figured I'd stand next to it whilst I'm explaining my logic. Or lack of. At least we're doing good for solar sails. Solar sail production throughout this entire playthrough has been pretty consistently good. Pretty darn happy about that. Pretty darn happy about that. Probably worth us getting a couple more drone ships in here. There we go. We'll add a couple of additional drone ships. I can do this now. Don't know why I'm rotating there, but that's okay. Add more drone ships. There we go. Very cool. I suspect that we are going to want to get... local silicon production here. Only problem is, do I have enough resources to make a mine? I might not. I might not have enough resources to make a mine or two. Which is not necessarily problematic, just more irritating. More irritating than anything. Okay, let's head back to here. I mean, the only reason that we're transporting silicon back to our homeworld is to turn it into high purity silicon, right? Like, that is the entirety of the purpose. That is the entirety of the purpose. This should be upgraded. There we go. There is no reason why that can't be upgraded. Did I not have enough belt there? I didn't have enough belt there. And we don't have enough levitation engines to make more. That's actually fine. That's actually fine. Usually I keep deuterium rods on my person, but I haven't for a little while because I've just been doing intra-system hops. Nothing super crazy. Also, this is kind of dirty, but it's okay. I need that bit of belt right there. Right. There we go. All right. So that should allow us to hopefully utilize all of the silicon in this area here. Right, so that's... Again, I think we either just need to crank up the number of drones that we have in this system, or we have in this station, or alternatively, we could maybe do some local production. I think maybe just cranking up the drones. Let's just throw more drones in here. Go. I think it's 10. 10's the max, isn't it? Pretty sure that it is. Yeah, crank as many drones into there as possible. And as long as we're outputting... I think we're outputting at a consistent... Yeah, most of the time I think my suit has enough battery capacity that I don't usually need to worry about juicing too hard. But obviously, you know, extra power security is always a good thing. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. That's very fine. I have 8 mines on me. I have 8 mines on me. It seems silly then if we have hold on. I think it's just around the corner here. The silicon mine, that is. What the heck am I looking for? It's over there. It's over there. I was close. I was close. Okay, so extra silicon production. This is going to be locally produced high purity silicon. Okay, Again, we don't particularly care about the sustainability of this source. I kind of feel it would be nice. It would be nice that if you ended up, like, over-mining a specific source, then you would be penalized, and you'd lose the ability to actually mine the source again. Hold on. I need to go this way. Alright. Man, I haven't juiced with a deuterium fuel rod in such a long time. I really should. I really should. They're mostly being used to build my small shuttles at the moment. More than anything else. Also, weirdly, I've run out of level 2 belts because I'm pretty certain that all of my level 2 belts were used in the upgrade of the last silicon production area, which is irritating, but not the end of the world. We're going to need to come back to Hoth for a whole variety of reasons anyway. Let's do that over there. Nice. I think this is the first time that I can confidently say that we could get away with an intraplanetary system, although I'm pretty sure that we want to get an interstellar system here. Okay. These belts are absolutely not going to be fast enough. This is all just holding belt. This is all just a holding belt at the moment. High purity silicon, but even high purity silicon is going to be on local supply because we're going to need to get some local transports here. There we go. 20 drones seems fine. Interstellar, I will get a couple of interstellar ships, although I'm pretty certain that we're not going to need that many. Okay. Right. Do we have enough power poles? We have a couple of power poles. Nothing crazy. We'll plonk down our one engine, our one source of power production here. Yeah, the amount of power that this planet can produce has actually increased pretty tremendously of late. Still don't think it's going to be enough to get us to where we need to be. This is so jank. This is actually so jank. Hey, it's enough. Incredible. Okay, well, I still think that there's going to be a lot of strain on the system here. We also need to just get more power poles because I just don't have enough power poles. But that's fine. Okay, anyway, the whole point of this setup is to get more high purity silicon. More high purity silicon purely for the purposes of microcrystalline components. Very, very exciting. Do I have any junk that I can burn in my inventory at the moment? No, not necessarily. Could burn some of these graphite nanotubes, although it's almost a complete waste of time burning them because they're just so unnecessary. Alright. This is like the key. At the moment, this is the key interstellar logistics station. This is the big one. This is the big one. This deals with the high purity silicon. Deals with copper. Deals with the microcrystalline components, which is one of the few things that we need in order to make processors. I wonder, actually, if this is full of iron, and it's also full of copper, do you know what I smell? I smell a circuit board production area. You know? I think that's it. Yeah, we do need to stick more drone ships in here, actually. Yeah, it's true. It's true we do. Although, that might not actually be as big of a problem as it looks to be. The bigger problem is probably the production numbers that are coming into and out of the station. But I actually think this area would be a pretty spectacular production area for circuit boards as well. I did kind of say I would be very, very keen on moving processor production off-world. If we're gonna be making circuit boards And, if we're going to be making circuit boards... If we're going to be making circuit boards and microcrystalline components here, then we might as well make processors here. Right? I think we might. Yeah, so high purity silicon we've got coming in, yeah, not large enough quantities here, but I also don't think that we're producing it in large enough quantities at the other end. We can definitely throw in some more. We can definitely throw in some more drone ships. Can definitely throw in some more drone ships here. See if that makes a difference. We might be able to maybe eke out 1 or 2 additional trips of high purity silicon. I suppose it always takes longer. It always takes longer than I anticipate anyway for intra-system jumps. Or not intra-system jumps, but intra-system travel. Because it's just so darn slow in comparison to the warp, right? Alright, let's do this. I'll unload that. That's looking nice. So this is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good. Yeah, I don't want to use warp fuel if it's just within the system. That's the thing. I don't want to use warp fuel if it's within the system. Because that just seems like an inordinate waste, you know? Right, I'm just thinking here. I'm thinking that we've got some... I think we got a real good thing going for us here. I think we've got a real good thing going for us here. As long as we're able to supply this area with copper, as long as we're able to supply it with... let's actually crank this up, because we're going to need loads of copper. We're going to need loads of copper over here. We've got the iron. We've got everything that we need. Yeah, I think this is Pog. I think this is very Pog. How's my power satisfaction? My power satisfaction is not good, but that's okay because we're in the night. We're in the night. We do need to get more power over here. Maybe getting deuterium fuel rods shipped across on the transports would be good. Let's see if we can try and make it back to Crucius with this relatively low amount of juice on us. Again, making the case for deuterium fuel rods here. There we go. Let's burn some more of these junky carbon nanotubes. I say junky carbon nanotubes. Highly, highly valuable carbon nanotubes here. Is this another Orbital Potato deep space adventure? Sorry, inadvertent deep space adventure? The planet has been hidden. The planet has been hidden behind the gas giant here. That's a little anti-Pog. Gotta be honest. Does kind of terrify me. Ooh, this is... Okay, this is looking spicy. This is looking spicy. Planetary mechanics have taken the planet away from my visual range. Which is highly terrifying. What if I crash land on a gas giant? Because you can't walk on a gas giant, obviously. Oh, this is gonna be dicey. This is gonna be dicey. I'm trying to predict which side. I'm trying to predict which side of the planet the gas giant's gonna be. Which side of the planet the planet's gonna emerge from. It's gonna be this side, but we're gonna have to just sort of take it. Yeah. Okay. So now we're what? We're just walking on the surface of the gas giant here. Hey, hey, we're going for a swim. We're going for a swim here. Are we actually stuck? Is there no way out? Oh, no, hold on. There is a way out. There is a way out. No. There's a way out. There's a way out. There's a way out. Hold on. First and foremost, let's get this in here. Let's get this in here. The wild adventure of Potato. The wild adventure is Potato. I think, hold on. I think that we can, yeah. Hydrogen. Although, it doesn't look like we're actually moving particularly fast. I wonder if we are actually just perhaps stuck. I think we might just be straight up. I think we might just be... There's the planet as well in the distance. Oh, flippin' heck. Oh, that's so frustrating, actually. Play some big... No, do we have the... Oh, I didn't take them. I didn't take them with me. I didn't take them with me. These are the interstellar logistics stations. Oh, I didn't take the orbital collectors with me. I don't think that I have the juice to build. I don't have the juice to build one. Oh, that's frustrating. Yeah, I feel like I do need to... I feel like I need to load it. When was the last save? When was the last save?